In major U.S. fast food chains like McDonald's, Burger King, and Subway, the soda fountain is a symbol of convenience and value.
Device nearly all of us have used before. Fountain soda machines. They are common at fast food restaurants. You may even go back more than once, right, to refill without thinking twice. The team found what are called biofilms, structured communities of microorganisms often found in natural settings.
For a couple of dollars, you get access to an endless stream of carbonated bliss. However, while the front of the machine sparkles with chrome and bright branding, the internal mechanics tell a different story. Quick favor before we move on. If you appreciate this content, consider giving this video a like and subscribing to the channel. Believe it or not, more than 92% of viewers haven't subscribed yet. It's free and only takes a second, but it means the world to us. So did you subscribe already? Great. Thank you so much for your support. Now back to the video.
Researchers from Loma Linda University in California have discovered contaminated water in the machines at popular fast food joints.
Here are 6 things that might be living inside the dispenser at your favorite chain. 1. Biofilm and slime mold, Subway and Dunkin. Why number 1? The nozzles at chains like Subway or Dunkin are prime real estate for the development of thick, jelly-like biofilm. Biofilm is a colony of bacteria that creates a sticky, protective slime to cling to surfaces.
So how did this happen? What's being done? Researchers suggest over time biofilms develop in water distribution systems, especially those made of plastic.
In a soda machine, this slime feeds on the sugar residue left behind by Dr. Pepper or Coca-Cola. If the nozzles are not removed and soaked in sanitizing solution every single night, this sugar slime turns into a dark, rubbery mold. When you press the lever, the force of the water and syrup can break off microscopic chunks of this biofilm, sending it directly into your cup.
In some cases, the bacterial count in soda fountain samples surpassed the maximum permissible levels dictated by the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency. Harmful bacteria, we're talking Salmonella, E. coli, were discovered. Here, what they found with that? Well, a staggering 41% of the water samples from soda fountains tested positive for total coliforms, clear signs of water contamination.
2. Coliform bacteria, McDonald's and Burger King. Why number 2? Numerous independent studies on soda fountains at giants like McDonald's and Burger King have detected the presence of coliform bacteria. Coliforms are a broad class of bacteria found in the environment and in the digestive tracts of humans and animals. Their presence in a soda dispenser usually indicates a fecal-oral route of contamination. This typically happens when employees touch the nozzles with unwashed hands during refills, or when cleaning cloths used on dirty tables are also used to wipe down the outside of the dispenser, inadvertently pushing bacteria into the crevices where the soda exits.
They suggest if the filtration systems of these soda fountains aren't maintained, they fail in preventing water contamination.
3. Fermenting yeast, Taco Bell and Wendy's. Why number 3? The high-fructose corn syrup used at Taco Bell or Wendy's provides the perfect fuel for wild yeast strains to thrive. Because the syrup lines stay pressurized and sugary, yeast can begin to ferment inside the tubing if the lines aren't flushed properly. This can create a slightly sour or fermented aftertaste in the soda. While usually not harmful in small amounts, it indicates that the internal plumbing of the machine has not seen a chemical flush in a long time. This yeast often manifests as a white, stringy substance that builds up inside the plastic connectors of the syrup bags.
Under where the water comes and the ice comes, if it looks a little like that, yeah, you need to clean it. We need to kill that mold, so this is what I'm gonna be using: a clean towel and a small brush to get into those tiny places. In this particular case, you even have mold in here. I'm hoping yours doesn't look like this. See, it's even fuzzy. Ooh.
4. Black mold in the ice chute, KFC and Popeyes. Why number 4? The ice dispenser attached to the soda fountain at KFC or Popeyes is often the dirtiest part of the entire apparatus. Black mold loves the cold, damp environment of the ice chute. Moisture from melting ice combines with dust from the air to create a feeding ground for spores. Because the chute is tucked away and difficult to see, it is frequently overlooked during nightly cleanings. Over time, the mold grows into the fingers that dispense the ice. Every time the machine shakes to drop cubes into your cup, it can dislodge mold spores that are then hidden by the dark color of your cola.
I urge owners to regularly sanitize dispensers and consider using antimicrobial tubes to curb biofilm growth. Leaders underlined the need for regulatory measures focusing on fast food soda fountains and water dispensers.
5. Fruit fly larvae, Chipotle, and Panera Bread. Why number 5? Even fast casual spots like Chipotle or Panera Bread struggle with fruit flies attracted to the fermenting sugars in the drainage tray. The drip tray, located directly beneath the soda nozzles, is often a swamp of stagnant syrup. This sugary puddle attracts fruit flies, which lay eggs in the organic matter. If the tray isn't scrubbed and bleached daily, the larvae can develop inside the grate. While they rarely make it into the drink itself, their presence around the nozzles means they are landing on the very spots where your soda pours out, transferring bacteria from the drain to your cup.
If you've ever been to a location, had some fountain soda, noticed, hey, this tastes a little off. That's not right. Could be because the lines haven't been cleaned in a while.
Especially on chemical-based drinks like the Diet Pepsi and the Diet Dr. Pepper, the chemicals erode those seals and then they don't work.
6. Serratia marcescens, common industry standard. Why number 6? This specific bacteria is responsible for the pink, slimy rings often seen in bathrooms, but it also thrives in soda fountains. Serratia marcescens loves the phosphates and sugars found in modern soda formulas. It creates a distinct pink or orange film around the buttons and the underside of the dispensing head. It is an opportunistic pathogen, and its presence is a major red flag that the machine is being surface cleaned only, without the deep mechanical sanitation required to keep the internal housing sterile. The case for canned drinks. The soda fountain is a marvel of efficiency, but it is also a complex piece of plumbing that requires rigorous daily maintenance. When a store is understaffed or rushing to close, the soda nozzles are often the first thing to be ignored.
Some buildup, like I said, if your product is pouring slower than usual, there might be some buildup in the valve block or in the line, causing it to slow down. It's a good way to tell if you have clear product too. It'll kind of burp a little bit once it actually reaches that point. Doing this process and clearing it out, a lot of times that will help clear the line up.
To stay safe, take a quick look at the diffusers, the little plastic bits the soda comes out of. If you see any pink slime or dark spots, it is best to opt for a bottled or canned beverage. These sealed containers bypass the biological risks of the dispenser entirely.